welcome to another episode of Afro Scientific Spirituality. My name is Efe West. If this is your first time on the channel, you're highly welcome. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. This is a place where we separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concept from the misconceptions about African spirituality. In this channel, I talk about African spirituality in very simple terms. For this year, I am planning to start a new series whereby I'll be talking about deities that I have made contact with. I will be describing them. I will be telling you my opinions of them. If I get any message or my interactions with them, I'll be talking about it. I want to add it to this channel so that we can know more about these deities, so that we can have a better understanding of them, so people will know what they are dealing with. Sometimes when I talk about deities here, people get scared. They think that I am talking about demons. Many people from Christianity, they'll still see some of these deities as evil spirits, as bad demons. They look at me as a sort of bad person. And I want to clarify that for you. For people that are coming to this channel, I believe that you are coming here to learn or to get something new or to know things from an Afrocentric perspective. So if you are coming here, you should have an open mind. And I will give you a lot of examples of what I do. I try to give you a lot of details so that you can do your research to get more knowledge. Don't just take my word for it. After I say something here, go and research it. Try it out, then you come back to get your own experience. This is how you grow. Okay, today I want to talk about a very interesting topic. This is the deity of Anubis and Santissima Muerte. These are two deities of death, and they are quite popular. They are very powerful deities, influential deities you can do with that. And ironically, both of them are my friends. These are deities that I have known for some time now. I've worked with them. And I want to talk about them today to bring some systematic similarities between both of them. Then I will leave you to be the judge. The bone of contention now is that I want us to find out if the Egyptian deity of death called Anubis, the god of the underworld, and the Aztec Mexican god of death known as Mictlantecuhtli, aka Santissima Muerte, if they are the same deity or if they are separate. I want us to look at these two deities. Okay, let's start with Anubis. Anubis is our African Kemetic deity of ancient Egypt. If you are familiar with Kemetic spirituality, the Egyptian pantheon of gods, one of the most powerful and most popular gods you will know is Anubis. His real name is Anpu or Impu, Ampu. The meaning of his name means to decay in ancient Egypt language, in ancient hieroglyphics, means to rotting, means rotting, something that is dead, that is decay. Ampu means rotting. Okay, this is the deity that is represented with the jackal head. He is the Egyptian god of the underworld. His work is to supervise the underworld activities, the spirit world. People that have died, you have to pass through his gates. He is the one that takes the souls of people to judgment. This guy is the most ancient guy that you will get the story of judgment throne that the Christians copied. They copied it from Anubis, from Anpu. When you hear in Christianity they say somebody died and we go for judgment, and after death is judgment. This is the original judgment of ancient Africa. This is how ancient African people and African people are being judged when they die. When the person dies, the soul will go to meet Anpu. Anubis is the one that will escort the soul to the spirit world. Before you will get there, he has a scale, a very big scale, whereby they are going to weigh the heart of the person against a feather. If the heart seems to be heavier than that feather, it means you have failed the test. Then a creature that is a half crocodile, half hippopotamus, and half something else will devour your heart. Then you have to come back again to live another life. It means that you have failed. You did not learn your lesson in this life. So you cannot enter the halls of the elders, of the ancient ones, of the ancestors. You cannot be allowed to go into the gathering because you are not worthy. You have been found wanting, so your heart will be devoured and the person will recycle back to learn his lesson. Again, you failed. But if you pass, the heart or the feather was heavier, it means that your heart is clean. Then the soul will now be taken to meet Osiris and Horus, and then they will now give the person the title. You can now become one of the elders. So this is the original judgment throne in ancient Africa. You can find this in the papyrus of the Osiris Ani, the book of the coming forth by day and by night, the Egyptian book of the dead. We call it the book of the coming forth by day and by night. This is the book of what happens to the person's soul, what happens in the afterlife. For those people that are asking me this question, this is what happens when you die. Anubis is the god of the dead, okay? Is the one that will take you. He stands as the halls of the double truth. That is where he sits. That is his locational position. That is his place of power. He guides the Dwats or Amente, the underworld. It is not a bad place. It is a place of the spirit. It is a place where our African ancestors are living. This is a place that everybody wants to go to, and not everybody can be granted access to it. For you to go there, you have to have a pure heart. Your heart must be lighter than a feather to get to this place. That means your hands need to be clean. You need to be fair and just in your dealings with your fellow man. Okay? The way you treat your family, the way you treat the planet, everything is involved. Okay? So not everybody can get to this place, no matter how you try. This is what we are doing in this life now, to try to live in harmony with the earth. You can summarize this as the principle of love your neighbor as yourself. Okay, live in harmony with the earth. So Anubis is not a evil demonic entity that eats people's souls, that eats babies, that do sort of evil things. He's simply the god of the dead, and I'm proud to say he's one of my very good friends, and I'm very very proud of him. He's a very good deity. During my earlier begin part of my journey, I made contact with Anubis when I came in touch with the African deities from ancient Egypt. He was one of the most prominent ones that actually helped me during my dark days when I was struggling on my path to spirituality. He was there for me. So it's a good deity. It's not a demon. It's a deity that you need to really know if you want to know about spirituality. If you have a clean heart, you are a friend of Anubis. You have nothing to fear. If you don't have any evil plans for humanity, Anubis does not discriminate. Anubis is not a racist. Okay, he don't discriminate on skin color. He don't discriminate on skin color. Whether you're African or white person, Anubis does not care. Anubis look at your heart, not at your skin color. Okay, I need to say this categorically. I know I'm saying this. I will talk about it later. Then the Mexican deity of Aztec, the god of death that we know, Santa Muerte, that is popular nowadays. This is a deity that is also associated with death. The original name is Mictlantecuhtli or Meso-american, one long name, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I am contented to know him or her as Santisma Muerte. This is a deity that is also in charge of the afterlife in the Mexican pantheon. He is the one that is the Aztec god of death. He rules over the Aztec hell the same way Anubis rules over the Kemetic hell or the Dwats. Okay, they have the same role now. You are seeing it. He's the one that guides the journey of the soul through the nine hells of Aztec mythology until they reach Mictlan, meaning their own underworld. Same thing that Anubis does, or Anpu, when you die in Africa, Anpu will hold your hand and take you through the underworld to the place that you are going. So they have the same responsibility. Okay. This Meticatocule is not also a malevolent force. The Aztec don't view him like that. He does not pester humans. He gives you free will to live your life based on your own ability. At the end of the day, you die, he will judge you, he will take you to the place that is right for you. We can see that him and Anubis have the same responsibilities. Then once again, is associated with owls, spiders, bats, the 11th hour of the day. By that I mean midnight time. Dogs. These are the animals that escorts him. The same thing you're going to see with Anubis. Anubis is also known as the jackal-headed deity. He also have dogs. So both of them have dogs that escort them. And in ancient Egypt, dogs are like animals of the underworld. Okay, so they are very sacred to the underworld as well. So both of them have the same role, the same responsibility, and the same animals that go with them. Anubis is also associated with night animals as well, owls. Then one thing you need to know that over time, the character of Mictlantecuhtli have now transformed into what we now know as Santisma Muerte today. It was formerly a man that was transformed into a woman. The original Mictlantecuhtli has a wife. Anubis or Anpu also have a wife. One thing you're going to notice about African deities, they have a male and female counterparts. None of them are always single. They have a mate. So this one have a mate, but the modern day face of Mictlantecuhtli is that it appears as a woman in a dress, but the original form was a male. Then one thing you need to notice now is that this figurine always comes with a scale. The scale is for judgment and for balancing and bringing justice to the world. The other deity that you are going to find in a scale in Egyptian pantheon, of course, is Anubis. Anubis have the biggest scale you're going to find to weigh people's hearts. That is his job. When you die, brings you here, they measure your heart, they give you what is right, what rightfully belongs to you. The same thing is exactly what Santisma Muerte is doing with her scale as well. Then another thing you notice that she has a sickle that they say she used to cut the thread of life. Anubis too also have a sickle. He has a spear. I have seen images of Anubis with a sickle. He doesn't always carry it. Same thing you see image of Santisma Muerte with a sickle. She doesn't always carry it too, even when she appeared to me. I believe she only carry that when she wants to take life. That's why she will need, but most times she doesn't carry the sickle when she appears. Okay, so they both have the same equipment, and as God of the underworld, they are equal to life. If there is anything that can die, I keep saying it, it is under the power of Santisma Muerte, also under the power of Anubis. As far as that thing can die, it have a lifespan. It is under their power, so they are equal to God. You can say that they are equal to life. So these deities are very powerful deities. They are deities that they don't play. For you to become a devotee, you have to be somebody that is very serious with your life. You have to be the kind of person that you live your life and you understand the principles of what you are doing. You are not here to play. You have to be very serious. So these deities are deities that I came across during my journey. And since they have been with me, they have always been with me. And I've come to notice that both of them are similar. And I can say this Santisma Muerte or Meticatoclan, it can very well be Anubis because they do exactly the same job together. They do exactly the same job, but this is in one culture, this is in another culture. So we can we say that it's Anubis that is in Mexico, is Mexican Anubis, is Santisma Muerte? I will very well say yes, because they do exactly the same thing. So For these two deities to be working exactly in the same field, the same responsibilities, there's no way they are not going to know each other. In this world is a very small place. They must know each other. And I could very well believe that they are versions of each other, if you ask me that. But for the sake of cultural containment, because some people are very touchy with their culture, we need to separate them. There are people that are saying that as an African, you should only venerate African deities. Some people are of another notion. I beg to differ on this because, according to my own journey, I have experience with making contact with many deities. Let me explain something to you. If you grow up with somebody, let's say you in your school, your childhood, you have a friend from another country, can be a Chinese person or American person, your childhood friend, both of you grew up together to become adults. You are very close friends, you did a lot of things together, eat, sleep, went through dangers, trials together. That person is your friend for life, right? So, does it make sense that because that person is not from your skin color, you cannot be close friends with that person? Or you should break the friendship with that person because he's not black? Is it an intelligent thing to do, a right thing to do? Most of us, for people like us that travel a lot, I person like me, let me give myself as an example. I've been living outside Nigeria for more than 15 years now. I've traveled to so many countries. I made friends from almost every countries I've been in. I have friends from India, Thailand, China, everywhere. So these are people that even Europe, Germany, and UK. I have friends there, white friends, black, from all races. So people we grow up together, we've known each other, done business for years. So because these people are not black people, I should stop talking to them. Does it make sense like that? Does it make sense? Also, too, same way I make physical friends, I have spiritual friends from different pantheons as well. These are spirits that have come to me at different points in my life, helped me with different things. We have been doing things together for a long time. So they are here. Part of my friends now is only a person that is not sensible will be making friends based on color. You can have best friends from other races, okay? It's not a bad thing. We are not the only ones on this planet. This is a multi-ethnic planet we are living with. Our aim here as humans is to interact with each other, okay? Interact, share ideas. Variety is the spice of life. So it doesn't mean that because you come from Africa, you must only know people from Africa. You must only interact with people from Africa. You must only do things. It doesn't. The word now is a global village. If you are somebody that is having that kind of mentality, I will advise you not to use any product that is not made in Africa. Some of these African spiritualities, people that say these kind of things, you are using iPhone, you are using computers made in China, made in Korea. You should not use the laptop because it's not made in Africa. You should not wear clothes from other countries. You should not use any product that is not made from other countries because they are not your people. Okay? You should not even touch currency of other countries. You should not touch their money. It's not your money. Okay? If you're thinking like this, the world have moved on. For we to grow, we need to connect with our spirituality. Then we need to assimilate things that will help us. That is how we grow. Okay? People switch sides, people change, people evolve. Okay? That mentality of saying that because I am from Africa, I should not have any spirit friend from any other country. For me, that is a kind of stupid thing. Okay? I have friends that I have been doing things for years. They are part of my crew now. Just like the way you say you have your group of close friends. These people are my crew. We ride and die together. The fact that I'm from Africa does not mean that your best friend must be from Africa. Okay? It does not go like that. We can both be from Nigeria, but We are not friends. We have even grew up in the country for more than 10 years, 50 years. We don't even know each other. I can be from that country. I will even know people from other countries, from Ghana, South Africa, closer. They'll be more closer to me than you that is in Nigeria. This is our same thing with spirit world. When you have been working with certain deities for a long time, you develop close working relationship. You cannot just say that one person will just come say because this deity is not African deity, we should throw it away. You people, you need to be thinking very, very well, okay? You need to think very well. Friendship cuts across race, okay? The spirit I deal with, in the spirit world, there's no race inside. There's no race. So, why we do certain things in African spirituality is to preserve our culture. If you're talking about the importance of preserving the culture, I will understand. But cultures change, we improve, we evolve. When you see something good from somewhere else, you had it, you use it to develop your own culture, you grow. You synchronize it or anyhow you want to do it, remodify it, humanity moves forward. This is how ancient Egypt was able to grow and did the great things that they did today. If you look all over spirituality in Africa, only Kemetic Kushite spirituality was able to civilize the whole world. All the other ones you are hearing their name today, Orisha, Palo Mayombe, Queen Bada, Obie, Igbe, or which other one again? Ifa, they were not able to do anything. You know why? Because they were so tight knit into this tribal spirituality that it stopped their growth. When you practice in tribal spirituality, it retards your growth because you will not be able to break out and move forward beyond that culture and that tradition. That way you'll be like a living museum. If you want to grow, you want to expand, you want to civilize people, you need to look beyond tribal spirituality. Okay? It will not help us. It has never helped us in Africa. This is why I stand with Kemet. Because Kemetic spirituality have been the only thing that was able to surpass all other spiritual practice to empower the African people. And this is what the whole world is still practicing and studying today because of the way they were open-minded. You see the books that they wrote. Go to Kemet, you see books on quantum physics, on the atomic structure, on the so-called right angle triangle, which they now call Pythagorean's theory. You see books on geometry, further Marx, philosophy. How many books or documents were the other spiritual systems able to write and preserve? How many? Show me one book that Orisha people have written on quantum physics. Show me the one that Ifa people or the Obi people or Queen Banda have written on right angle triangle or the atomic structure. Show me their written materials. You know why? Hiding things. You lost so many things. You hide. This is the problem I have with traditionalists. Now, some of you are saying that I deal with spirits that are not African spirits, that I am not practicing African spirituality. So I should throw away my foreign friends because I want to focus on only African spirituality. I should not have any foreign friends again. Is it possible? Does it make sense? People that I have known for years, that are working with me, that are my close friends, that I trust. Any little thing I can easily call them. They are already there for me. I should break all my friendships with other deities and focus on only African deities. Does it make sense like that? All my deities, all of them work together. We are like a family. We are a crew. We work together. You can say we are interracial crew. We are all revolutionaries here. Okay? We don't look color. Now heart with a look for here. So those people that are saying that you must only follow African, you are just tying yourself to. It's okay for you to practice that too. That is your own view, but my view is different. Okay, so that is why I have a very close working relationship with Santisima Muerte. Even if she's not from Africa, she's one of my main deities. I have other deities from other pantheons as well. From the so-called Western occultism, I have deities there. From India, I have some. Kali is one of my very good friends from there again. So I should not talk to Kali anymore because I am an African and Kali is not African. Does it make sense? Think. You people should think. If you're having this kind of mentality, don't buy anything from India. Buy everything from Africa. Let me see how you will survive in this world. Let me see how you will survive. You people need to open your mind. This is 2023 for crying out loud. Think, okay? We will preserve African culture. We will make friends with people that will uplift us. I am not a racist. I have friends from every culture. I go out with them. I live in a foreign country for crying out loud. How can I be a racist when I live in other people's country? Can you imagine yourself? I don't know how you people are thinking. I don't know, but this is just my opinion. So I want you guys to check out Santisma Moriete and Anubis. They are one and the same deity, but from different cultural perspective. This is my conclusion on this matter. So with that being said, I think that I have said enough on this issue. So questions and comments are welcome. I would like to know your opinions. If you would like to do any spiritual work, you know where to find me. My number is there on the screen. If you want to learn about African spirituality, my website is there, kindoki.net. I teach African spirituality from a scientific perspective. You can know many things from me. I don't hide things. My own spirituality is to liberate, empower African people. Okay? To liberate, empower, inform, enlighten, not to hold things back and destroy things. Okay? So with that being said, I'll be seeing you in the next video. Please like, share, subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. Have a great day and bye. Peace.